Everybody. Good morning, Suzanne, Holly. I can't see yours at the moment, but you'll pop up, no doubt. Mum, it's me again. Hello, everyone. I hope you all have a great day. Hi to you, Lorraine. Thanks, Mum. um, so here we are. What's today? Tuesday, the 16th. So, only 9 days until Christmas. So, yeah. To be honest, when it reaches this stage, I'm always glad. Always think I'll be glad when it's over. Um, just the big silly season, as far as I'm concerned. Hi, Kerry. How are you? I wonder why. I do wonder why. Sometimes it doesn't show up when people put something, and then it does a bit later on. But anyway. So my eyes are a bit blurry this morning, which is a bit of a worry. Let me just do this curtain and see if that makes a difference. That makes a bit of a difference. Now I can see. I seem to get glare. I don't know whether it's like a reverse or whatever in my glasses, and it makes it really hard for me to see. Alrighty, so today I don't really have much to talk about. I am hoping to have a card class on the 17th of January here at the house. So, yeah, the silly season. So yes, I will be putting up a thing about that a bit later on. And what I'll do is we'll go through the new catalogue, the mini catalogue, which will be live by then. And hi, Roz, how are you this morning? Lovely to see you. Hi, Glenda. Okay, so this morning I'm going to have a bit of a play. Well, what did I do with it? Here. I had a bit of a play with it last night, so we'll just see how we go this morning. There was a couple of elements of it that I wasn't quite so keen on, but, we can do all sorts. So everyone saying hello to each other, that's lovely. That's what I love about this community. Everybody is so friendly. If you're sitting there in the background, just pop in and say hi. You will be made so welcome. All righty. I am going to go down to the desk. There we go. And I thought I would have a bit of a play with the Unbridled Beauty. So this is what I did last night. Okay. And I don't mind it, but there's areas in it where I feel you're finishing dinner. I hope you've got something nice. Last night we were I don't know whether it was the heat from yesterday or what it was, but we ended up with just toast last night. That's all we felt like. So that's what I did last night. I feel that there's areas that could be changed. I just did that on the inside. I put 3 and then I thought, maybe we've got a 3-legged horse. So I'm going to have another go, but this time I'm going to do like this top. Silly me, like I wanted like a yellow or something in here so that it looked like sun streaming through, but I'd already done the blue. Well, it's actually what's it called cloud cover. I'd already done cloud cover up the top there, put the yellow on it, and of course what did I get? I got green, and we'd already used green. One day Lorraine's brain will be in gear and she'll realize that if you put yellow and blue together, you're going to get green. Gary made pancakes. No, I don't know what it is about the we haven't had much of an appetite, although we had Ronan here yesterday morning, the younger grandson, and my husband went and bought hot chips for lunch. So he likes to have his hot chips and his tomato sauce when he comes to Grandma's. So that's what he had. So this is what we're going to have a play with this morning. Okay, so all I did was I just cut the smallest of my what do you call them, mats, if you like, and I worked on that. I will tell you that on the back of here, there's the one that, yeah, I didn't finish it. I just didn't like the blending on it. So, alrighty, so I'm just going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. So let me do the 3 1/2. It doesn't actually give much room for working on. I don't know whether that's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing. I'm sort of sometimes I wonder if maybe we should just use the bigger size. But anyway, that fits on there nicely. So I thought I'd show you one that I had made just in case this one doesn't work out. Now this time what I thought I would do, I thought that maybe instead of doing a blue sky up above, I would do, let's use maybe Timid Tiger. I would use these colours and make it like a sunset instead of a day. Who have we got? Hi, Donna. You just don't feel well and that's your issue. Oh, yeah. I'm not an ice cream fan. We've actually got some ice blocks, or I don't know what you call them. When you call them ice blocks in England, they're called lollies. I don't know. Ice lollies. We've got some here we call them ice blocks, in the freezer, but I always forget about them. Oh, homemade pizza. Yeah. That sounds nice. So, yeah, so today I thought I would have a go at doing the sky more as an evening sky. Yes, I saw that, Donna. Popsicles. Ah, there you go. So there you go. Isn't it funny? Like you have countries that all speak, English, if that's what we want to say, and yet we all have different names for different things. And it's really funny here because in the house we tend to sort of use a lot of our English sayings because that's what we were brought up with. But then when we're in a group of people, we use the Australian sayings. And our friends are quite funny because we'll come out with something and they'll understand it because they've heard us use it before, and then someone else will go, what on earth is that? So but no, we use the Australian while we're out and about and doing things. We do most of the times, yeah. All right, so what I might do, and I've been sort of I've been doing some masking, as you can see. So what I want to do is I want to bring the sky down and maybe bring it down a bit further than I did yesterday. I don't know. And let me just see what colors I've got. So that looks like yellow. That's more of an orange, and this is definitely a pink. Okay, so what I thought was I would sort of start off. I'm just putting this here because I want that to be the so I'm just going to start off with the pink, and I'm not going to do anything too bright to start off with. I just want to sort of what was that? That was the orange, so we'll go in with the orange as well. It's not really a mask, it's just to so that I don't go down too far. And then we'll try the yellow, and I don't want it like blazingly, but that's sort of going to give us the sort of sky colour. Actually, I'm wondering if I might bring it down just a little bit lower. So let's bring that down a bit lower. And I don't really want that line in there, but let's have a look. The line doesn't really matter, it's just all right. We'll leave it at that before I muck it up. Now I want to bring in the greens. So my plan here is if I put that over there like that, it's not going to touch that I've already done, just that little bit of yellow. So I was trying to think. I might do the, I'll do it in the mossy meadow. Okay, let's put that down there. And this will give me a line, but it's sort of like an horizon, which is good. So a lot of this gets covered. I'm sorry, my hand's in the way, but I do need to hold that. So that's sort of, oh, that doesn't look bad actually, because it gives us another one in the background there. So I just want to bring this down a bit. So I'm really liking, hi Nicole, how are you? I'm really liking the blending side of things just lately, and I've seen some really pretty ones. So be prepared. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to go in with, oh, that was the mossy meadow. So I'm now going to go in with the old olive and just bring that down, right down to the bottom. I was thinking it might have been nice to have like some water come in, but I'm not sure that I could make that look authentic. So I might leave that for now. That might be a project for the future. So bringing in this, and we can see where the two greens overlap there. Whoops. I'm actually quite liking that sky. All right, now, because you've got the green background, you sort of got to look at what you're going to put. So I'm going to put some trees up there, but they're also going to go onto the sky area. I can either put the trees straight onto here, or I can cut them out. I'm going to put them straight on, and then I'm just going to add some green because the sky would look as though it's coming through them. Okay, so just let me pop these out of the way a bit. So we've got that. That actually looks like another hill or something in the background, which is good. All right, so now we'll get the stamps out. And I want that stamp, that one, I'm sure there was another small one I used. Let me look. Probably got to stand up to find it. That means they'll be on the desk here somewhere. I'm sure. Yeah, I'll probably use that then. All right, so I'm going to do a similar scene because I've practiced it and it'll make it easier. So in here, we've got the full-size horse, and I have an idea about what hi Marlene, how are you today? I have an idea what I want to do with him. We also have a head on of the horse, and I've got an idea what I want to do with him, but this is the ones we're using today. We're using the two little horses So we're using the building, the fence, the trees, and I did use a bit of the grass. So that's why I've got all these out. So let me see. So we definitely need the trees. We need the building. I'm just trying to work out which ones are going to fit better. Trees, building. Oh, this one's the 2 horses. I'm thinking, where's the horses gone? And this one here is the grass. I'll just put it on there for now. I'm not sure that I'll be using that. Okay, move that out the way. So what I did basically was I did a fair bit of stamping off. I started with the trees, but today I'm not going to do that. Just trying to decide whether I want to do it with the basic grey. I might do it actually with pecan pie. But that's the colour I used on one of the horses, but that's okay. No, I don't need that. What am I doing? Goodness me. What have we got here? I wanted one of these. This is peach pie. And this is pumpkin pie. Let's use the pumpkin pie and let's use the dark one. These are some new ones that I just got. So I'm going to use I don't want to completely cover it, but I just want to take some of that green off of it. I'm just doing a little bit of colour in there. And I probably should have done it light, but anyway, we'll do the light one for the roof because it's catching the sun. So we'll do that. Okay, so that gives that a little bit of definition without putting the without having it looking so green. Trees, that's what we'll do next. So these trees actually have, let me do one for you. I'm using the mossy meadow for this. So they actually have like greenery at the bottom, like grass and that. But then if you want to, you can always add a bit more. So just depends on how much. Who's doing something and having fun? Let me go and see. I can't see. I've probably missed something there. Okay. Alrighty. So that's how the trees are going to look. So what I want to do is obviously the ones closest to us are going to be green, but then also I'm going to do a double stamp on some. I want that to go like that, but then there's going to be more trees up behind. So these double ones are the ones that are a bit further away and take a bit of the colour out. And the ones right at the back are actually third generation. So this just gives the idea of a bit of a forested area. Might do that one down there like that. So that gives us that. I might just do another one up there. And let me just mask off the roof of there and put another one in there. Okay. I don't want it to look like it was growing out of the roof, but it does. Okay, so there's our green. Okay. And now we're going to place the horses. So the horses I actually stamped in. Where am I stamping in? I think I stamped it in early espresso. So it was always my wish as a child to have a horse. So I'm going to bring the horses down a bit further on this one than they were on the last one. And then this one I did the horses with, that's Timid Tiger, I don't think I want that. Yeah, I don't want Timid Tiger. What was this one? Cajun Craze, and I don't think I want that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the light pumpkin pie. Actually, it's very close to the other one. I'm going to use the light pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to give that horse a bit of, now, very tiny. You only just need to sort of dab the colour. That's that one. And then the mother, I will do, I think Cajun Craze is going to be too red. But it might work. Let me see. Actually, no, that'll be great. So this looks like mother and, actually I'm on the wrong end, mother and foal. Just give that a little bit of a, goodness, that's very, very, there's the tail. All right, at least they look like they're two different colours. Now, maybe I didn't get the fence out. That will be what I had the bigger one for. Yeah, here we go. So with the fence, let me take the grass off of there and pop it there and clean this. Whatever somebody's doing and I've missed it, definitely have fun. So I'm going to put the fence on here. Now the fence is sort of like, it's a panel either side and then it's a gate. But in this one, I just wanted the fence to continue. So all I did in the end was I just inked up the pieces there. So to start off with, and I think I did that in basic grey actually. To start off with, I just I did the full fence line, which is like that. Then I popped that just across the bottom. Oops, that went a bit high, never mind. And then after that, let me just stamp that right off. After that, what I did was I just stamped this part. And I didn't want the fence to be absolutely dead straight. Looks like I've got a bit of the, so I just sort of brought it up just a tiny bit so that you could see it going off at an angle. Yeah, I took that up a little bit high because it went over the horse's nose, but that's okay. We can deal with that. All right, so that is what we have so far. So quite quick and quite simple. You think it looks great already? Thank you, Monique. So that's what we've got. All right, so basically, I think this might be a short one today, and we might have a chance to play with something else. We'll see. Let's pop that all on there, and I'll clean it all off in a minute. Look at this. I like this. All right, so that's what we've got. So the one yesterday had the blue in the sky that turned yellow because I put green with it. But yeah, so that's what we've got so far. All right, now we need to choose some colors to put it on. So that was my colors for yesterday, but I'm going to go a bit different today because I've got these different colors in the background. So I might look at, I just want to have a look at what I've already got cut, because that often works out better. So we could have the white card base, which of course is really good. And then I thought we'd put a color in it to make it pop. So I'm not sure that the yellow would be bright enough. It might be. It's the same color, but of the same size. Or, what's the bigger ones? Maybe I don't have any big ones. What I was actually thinking of was, so you could put it under something with that. That's a bigger one. That sort of pops, but I don't know that I like it. We could use, I want pink. I was thinking something like the Timid Tiger. Let me cut some Timid Tiger. Put a piece in there big enough? No. What have I got down here? Is that Timid Tiger? Yeah. So let me cut a base in the Timid Tiger and see how that goes. Hi, Kim. How are you? So 5.5 by 3 3/4. Or I think the other option would be a green. So, how about, oh, looks like I've got green. So that's it with the Timid Tiger. Like that. I don't mind that. Just let me wipe this desk off, otherwise I'm going to be in all sorts of trouble. There we go. So that's it with there. That was the yellow. I could do a green. Or maybe something like, this one is Pretty Peacock. All right, so we could do the Pretty Peacock, or we could do the Timid Tiger. My blah, blah, blah. Mossy Meadow. You want me to try Mossy Meadow? I can do that. Mossy Meadow, where are you? I can do that, she says, and then she can't find it. There it is. I remember the first retreat I did, Donna had put out Mossy Meadow, and she'd also put out Old Olive. And I got the two completely mixed up. She said to me, Lorraine, you've used the wrong one. I said, oh, well, that's okay. I said, because that means the other one will be the other colours. So let's go. 3 3/4. 5.5. Yeah, I couldn't ever work out which one was which. Let's have a look at the Mossy Meadow. So we have that. That pops quite well, doesn't it? Let me have a look at this. This is Pretty Peacock. That'll give us a bit more of an idea. So, oh, still got that attached on there. So that's it with the Mossy Meadow. We can put it with the Pretty Peacock, which I don't mind that either. Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, or we could change it right up and go with the Timid Tiger. Alrighty, voting time. So we're going Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, or Timid Tiger, or green, turquoise, and orange, whichever. Alrighty, so yeah, I quite like that one with the different coloured sky to it. Quite like that. Kim votes for Mossy Meadow, so Monique says Pretty Peacock. Marlene says Mossy. Yeah, I liked the Timid Tiger too. But we've got 2 for Mossy. So we'll do the Mossy Meadow. These 2 we can save for another day. All right, so I'm going to pop it onto there like that. So with this one, I didn't put bling on it. I didn't think it was the sort of card that really needed bling. So let's pop that. This does actually make it pop. Okay, so that's that one. Just wondering if I've got enough darker trees in the background. This has got a bit of a mark on it, so it doesn't matter. I'm still going to use it. And then I'm just going to pop this. It's amazing how quick that time goes when you know what you're doing instead of I'm thinking that one day a week next year I might just I'm going to throw some papers on the table and you're off to bed. Okay, Monique, sleep well. You're all over the board today. Thanks, Suzanne. Look, so I'm basically thinking that, yeah, one of my days next week, I'll just throw colours on the table and, maybe a couple of stamp sets, and we will decide between us then what we're going to do. I feel like we need something in there now. Could put another couple of horses, or I wonder if I could mask one of those horses. I think I can. Where's my sticky tape? Oh, should I though, now that I've finished it? Just see if it'll work first. Let me use this. Mask off that Little pony, My Little Pony. And then what did I do them in earlier? Espresso. See what happens. Oh, I suppose I better take that off. Take off the sticky tape. And look at that, we have one pony. Ooh. Maybe I should put another pony in it. No, Lando hasn't played. I haven't got my grandson today. I only had him yesterday. But that was so funny. We were all looking around because obviously we were just talking and suddenly the guitar started playing and I thought it's a bit odd. But anyway, it was funny. And then my daughter-in-law has just sent a photo through. They bought a new toilet seat yesterday. So there's my gorgeous little mate with his head stuck through the new toilet seat. She made a point of saying that it was the new one. Maybe I'll just put one there. That makes it look a little bit fuller, doesn't it? And I'll just colour that one in. Maybe with this. Oh, I quite liked that darker colour. It just looked a bit bare there in the middle. I just want to do a bit and colour him in a little bit. So one of my team members is a scrapbooker and she also owns horses. So I can see this being a bit of a favourite with her. So, all right. That's made me happy now. I filled the gap. And so now we're just going to put on this one I put Sweet Memories. So we could do something else. It's about the journey, or Thanks for Being a True Friend, Happy Day, and this says From the Heart. So how old is he? He's just turned 8. But he's tiny. He's like my son was. My son was so tiny, all the way through until he reached about must have been about grade 9, maybe 10. He was the smallest not quite the smallest in the class. There was one lad that was even smaller. But he was just so tiny. They used to do the Anzac Day marches, and he could actually march underneath the big banner that they sent. So Ronan's very much like his dad, but my son is now 6 foot plus. So, yeah, maybe Ro will do the same. His brother's taller. His brother is quite tall for 13. He's a good height. So, yeah. It reminds you of an old-fashioned Christmas card. Oh. Well, there you go. It could be a Christmas card. It could be an Aussie Christmas card. We've got a lot of greenery in there. Okay, so what are we going to put on it? From the Heart, It's About the Journey, Happy Day, or Thanks for Being a True Friend. I wasn't going to put the same on as I put on yesterday. 2 of yours were really small, yeah. Yeah, my brother wasn't very big, but then he only grew to, my brother's only, was he about 1.5 inches taller than me, I think. And I'm 5 foot. Oh, he might be a bit taller than that. So I'm only 5'2". Oh, sorry, I think it's 162 centimeters or something, but I'm 5'2". And mum didn't even make the 5 foot. So all our family, my mum's family, are small, but Kevin's family, his dad was very tall, but his brother was shorter and his mum was shorter. So you can't really tell, can you? You can't tell what's going to happen. True friend, we can do that. Thanks for being a true friend. There we go. Now let me take the horses off of there. That turned out really well, masking that horse. So really happy with that. Let's see if that's straight. Yes, it is. All right, so what I might do this one on a circle, I think, to give it. Oh, these need cleaning out badly. And I'll use my stylish shapes because they don't need cleaning. Oops. So this was the one I used yesterday, and it's funny because it just fitted perfectly. I was so happy that one fitted. So I'm thinking, yep, that'll fit in there, and it will also fit up there. So that looks okay to me. Will I do just the one? Yeah, I think I will, and I'll just colour the edge. Or I might even do something else. Let me grab a piece of white and cut that out. Oops. I've got that there. What I was thinking was, because I've got these brushes out with these colours on, maybe I should just do like, just take the edge off of it. There's a bit of green there. And a bit of yellow. We can do just a bit of pink. Oh, that's bright. That's brightened it up, hasn't it? You can see the others now. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, that's what I'll use. And I will use basic grey. Where's my stompy stampy bit? What do I do with that? It was here a moment ago. There it is. Oh, no, that one's... That's better. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And I will just pop that up on some dimensionals. I've got some end pieces here, so I'll just use those. Probably don't need any more than that, but we'll see. Right, we'll just pop those on. Bye, Suzanne. Oh, and with this, even though I've done that colour around the edge, oh no, it should be all right. I'll just pop it on there like that. And then we just need a piece for the inside. So I'll cut a white. I got ink all over my hands. So this will be the insert. So it'll be 5.5 by 3 3/4. I'm just going to put the one layer in today. Now what I did yesterday was I used the horseshoes. But I'm thinking today I might use just the tree and a couple of horses just on the inside. That stamp looks so messy. Just cleaning that off because otherwise it's just going to go everywhere, isn't it? So I'm just going to do the stamp, the tree, like so. That's in Mossy Meadow. And I'll just do the 2 horses in Early Espresso. Let me take that off there. I'll do both the horses this time. And I think that looks fine. Just gives it something on the inside, and then maybe just a bit of green around the edge. I love using the brushes after, like with just what's left on them. I always think it just gives just enough colour. I just want to go down there like that. I don't want to cover those horses up with green. And that just gives me just enough colour on there to pop inside here. What would you like to do first? My computer's asking me now. I'd like to carry on with what I'm doing. Right, sorry, just putting a bit of glue around here. Stand up and pop that in there. Alrighty, people. Oh, that's lovely, Lynn. Laminate the book. Yes. Yeah, when I've done bookmarks, I can see that one is embroidered, but yeah, when I do, I always laminate them. Isn't it lovely that everybody's receiving cards and what have you? Absolutely fantastic. Alrighty, there's our card for today. Alrighty, so I don't know if that looks sort of dark enough. In the middle here, it looks a bit darker on the real thing than it actually does there. But we've got the horses on there. I really don't think we need to put bling on there. I don't think it's a bling type card. And then we have the 2 horses in the middle. So there we go. That's my card for today. And I don't hate the one that I did last night. It was just when I put that that yellow on that blue, and I thought, you fool, Lorraine. You fool. So that's what I've done. Alrighty. Does anybody else bought the Unbridled Beauty? Because I would be really interested to see what everyone else would be doing with it. I think it was another one like the little big little things. I haven't seen much about it. Oh, you're very welcome. You think you've changed your mind, Kim? Mm-hmm. It's a problem, isn't it? So this is obviously scenery ones. I'm not sure yet. This one I thought about doing in like an oval frame or something like that. I just have to work it out. This one I was going to do more like, when they show stud horses on pictures. I was thinking of sort of doing more of a picture frame or something with that. Anyway, I'll see how I go. I can do more this week, but I'll wait and see. It's on your wish list. Oh, okay. The horse one for obviously. I mean, I've only been doing it for 2 years. Thank you so much, Lynn. Yeah. Um, I've been around horses ever since I was quite young. So, and I used to ride a lot when I lived over in the UK. I haven't done a lot here. I did do a ride almost a few years ago now. And my friend took me down when she bought her last horse. I did get on him, but we didn't do much. And then, so on the 4th of January, we've booked to do a ride with one of the local horse. It's called Hucknall Horses. So we've actually got one person with us who's never ridden, one who's not sure. I probably won't walk for about 3 days after I've done it, but hey, you know what? I'm still going to do it. You're not going to stop me. Yeah, so there we go. Alrighty, let me come back up to the top camera. There we go. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to um, to going horse riding. So that'll be lovely. My friend has a mare, and she has another horse, a gelding, and then her mare gave birth to the most gorgeous black foal, absolutely beautiful. And she calls him Jericho, and he's just adorable. Mind you, he's a year old now, and so loving, such a sweet boy. Yeah, isn't it funny? I mean, I stopped riding because basically there wasn't anywhere to really ride. I did ride a friend of ours who lived down in near Desert area. Can't think of the name of the place now. She had Arabs, and I used to go to the shows in Brisbane, and I used to do the walk-in, and I did used to ride the horses. We're going. We're just going with a local group here called Hucknall Horses. So they do riding. There is another one. I'm not sure if it's. There is another one riding for the disabled, and they also do rides for the able-bodied people. So we've chosen to go on a bush ride. We could have paid extra and done a beach ride, which I would have loved, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy to do whatever. So it's $60 for the hour. It would have been 150 for us to go on the beach one. But then, they've got to get the horses down to the beach and what have you. And the closest beach to here is sort of like 30 30 minutes away, 25, 30 minutes away. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So if I come on like after that weekend in January and I'm like, ugh, you'll know why. If you see me walking here with mum's walker, you'll know why. But I'll see if we can get some photos and I can pop them up as well. Alrighty, well, I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like the card, and maybe I've actually inspired you to buy the what I like about the bundle is the fact that you've got the distance ones, you've got the close up ones. You know, you can do so much with it. So it does sound like fun. I can't wait. All right, everybody, that's me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be safe out there. Yes, be very safe. Um, and I will catch up with you all again tomorrow morning at 9:30. So I'll see you then. Thank you and bye for now.